Hello everyone, Ballacross here and welcome to my channel. Now it's been a while since I made any YouTube videos, so please bear with me. So today we'll be playing Naheulbeuk's Dungeon Master. Let's go ahead and start a new game. So I have a fair bit of hours playing this game, so I have kind of an idea of what I'm doing. But we'll see. I have an idea how to start, and if you have any advice or comments, just please leave them down below.
For decades, the Dungeon of Naheulbeuk has been one of the crown jewels of the lands of Fang.
Huh, that's funny. I never heard of it when I was studying for my Bitter Warlock Sidekick certification.
Public relations are tough for independent dungeons.
Oh, aren't you affiliated with the Dungeons Fund?
With those unscrupulous parasites? Never. But we do have the most insidious traps, the most cunning guards, the most dreadful monsters, and the most remarkable treasures.
How delightful. May I look around?
No, we've been renovating. The paint's still wet.
Ah, too bad.
Despite our reputation being well established, I've decided that this dungeon needs to take things to the next level.
Yes, the ad made that very clear.
And I need more time for my magical research.
Certainly. So, about my compensation,
Well, let's not quibble over trifles. I'm aligned with industry norms. Not to mention, there's the gratification of joining a renowned wizard.
Yes, of course. May I meet the other members of the team?
Well, actually, not today. They're attending a seminar for process improvement. You know what I mean.
Process?
The clock is ticking, and you're not the only applicant. What's your decision? This is a once-in-a-lifetime offer.
I'm interested. Not like I have a choice anyway. No one's hiring half-goblins. There's too much discrimination in this sector. All right, I'm in.
Perfect. You made the right choice. And now,
Yes?
get to work, you wretch! I don't pay people to stand around.
Yes, master. All right, let's see. Where is the dungeon staff? What state are the premises in? I'll have a look around the property. I wonder if signing this contract was such a good idea.
Alright, so now at the beginning we're just gonna try to fast track through all of these tutorials. I know that one of the first things we need to do is expand the tavern as much as we can so we can earn as much money as possible.
I am the master!
Let's see, let's find the other one. Let's see, where is he? There he is.
Oh dear. Faucets and drains. I won't listen to the voices in my head. No.
Sorry?
Master, if I may, isn't it a bit strange for an evil dungeon to have its tavern open to the public?
Ah, yes, well, it's a convenient way to make some money. But I'm not very good at managing it.
I see. Well, it could prove to be useful.
Alright, let's see what our first quest is. There we go.
We'll never be able to retain our staff with such rundown premises, Master.
I have no money to spend on a luxury lounge for my lazy servants.
Oh, but it's a matter of standards. Take the Temple of Wismo, for example. They have 18 toilets just for the servants.
What? Those frauds. Well, do what you must, but don't go overboard. We're not running a hotel.
Let's see. We won't get anywhere without bathrooms, for starters. Chamber pots and manure heaps are so last century.
Alright, so the way this goes is we're gonna need a clean bathroom and a dirty bathroom depending on which people we have. So try to keep them all in one place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe have this one that far out. That's good. 2 doors. Possibly this will be the dirty one. Time. Alright, now I'm going to want to build a second one, so let's just preemptively do that. Never have enough too many toilets. Oh, I did not line that up correctly. Fix this real quick. That. There we go.
Perfect! We now have a decent bathroom.
Well.
Now, dormitories with beds.
I don't pay you to nap.
That's good.
Speaking of payment,
Later. Super busy, magical research and all that.
Dormitory.
I think I'll have to put a little slush fund aside.
Maybe we'll keep the dirty one further from the tavern. We want to make it. Oh, fix these walls. There we go. There, door there. Couple beds. How do we want to do this? I have to have enough beds for everyone. Eventually we'll go through the prestige and make sure everything's at max stars. We'll get around to this later.
Master, the living quarters improvements are complete.
Not bad, but very expensive. We'll have to find some more money. If I'd wanted to go bankrupt, I'd have hired an interior designer.
I hear you, but given the state of the dungeon, I'm not sure how we could defeat a party of adventurers, even beginners.
If we're not up to snuff, it'll be your fault, entirely.
But I just got here and, well, I do serve an evil wizard, not a charity.
Alright, I think the next step would be to... Well, let's actually do the other bedroom first. Oops. That one. Over here. Eventually we'll upgrade those to the bunk bed. See, we'll do better. Alright, so the clean one, that's the clean one. See, what is our
We
next
have to
mission?
develop this tavern to bring in some income.
The old tavern keeper is gone. Yet another ungrateful coward. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I've got better things to do. I must focus on my magical research and developing my management skills.
I can handle it. So let's see. We need tables for customers, equipment for serving food and drinks.
In the meantime, I shall subscribe to a few periodical publications about evil dungeon management. We need to get this up to date.
I wonder if he knows what he is doing.
He probably does not.
Don't you overspend. We want to extort gold from the poor, not waste our money on furniture for drunkards.
Oh, I'll be spending a ton of money. Especially in the tavern. We gotta update this as much as possible. So, okay, the first thing we want to do is expand the walls. So we're gonna make this there, with the door upwards, small walls. C. How far up do we want to go? We want that much. Okay, let's see. Definitely gonna want more than one bar. Probably scoot this over and fit a third one in here. Let's move this over for one. Eventually we'll probably erase that door. Move this guy, hide him in the corner. Now let's just spam a bunch of tables. Just go over one. Is that enough tables? That's probably not enough tables. Keep going. How much money do we have? We have plenty of money. Okay, we'll start with that. Where do we want to keep it? We still have plenty of money. Well, we're going to add barrels and other stuff over here. Let's just go with that. That looks good. So add the front building, speed it up. We're definitely going to have to expand the kitchens.
By the troll's limp!
Here you can see
Minions use a tavern as their
we
canteen.
have a maximum of 150,
we
so
should
we'll try
take
to
that
get
into
as
account.
quickly as possible. And one way to fast track the goal is to have more bars, to have more people serving, or the wait time will end up being too long.
There. Table and sideboard. This should be enough to lure in a few dupes.
Ugh. I hired an evil dungeon steward, not a lunch lady.
Indeed, master. But we need some revenue. Look, all these customers should earn us some gold.
Orlov for debrief, Master. Hey, what's with this dull-looking goblin?
Half-goblin? Who is this brute?
He is the dungeon swordmaster and guard commander. So, are you back from the retaliatory raid?
Affirmative. We made it to target location, the so-called Temple of Wismal. Enemy ambush fighting. 100% loss rate on our side. Debrief over.
What? You turkeys!
I was injured 6 times myself. We were expected. I am the guard commander, not a marauder. This requires specific operational preparation.
Clearly. This doesn't speak highly about your abilities.
Who asked you, you withered piece of lettuce?
Silence, you two! Revax is our new steward. As for you, Orloff, maybe I should get a new swordmaster.
Certainly, sir. But I'll complain to the Guild of Mercenaries and Dungeon Guards. This wasn't in my job description.
Ugh. Cursed be the bowels of the great Talifern! I'm so sick of these union demands! Beat it, both of you! I'm going back to my research.
I think we'd better try to collaborate. In our mutual interest, Sword Master.
Yeah, affirmative. For now, you little... yes, steward.
Alright, so we're about to get the guards. There's a specific thing I like to do with the guards early on.
This failed raid explains why this dungeon is so badly guarded. Anyone can just waltz in. If we want to get rid of adventurers, we should deal with slackers first.
Affirmative. The downsizing caused by the incursion attempt on the Temple of Wismal is weighing on staff rotation. We must recruit new elite guards.
Guards are expensive. I read in Dungeons and Despots that support roles should be outsourced as part of a atomized management of the company's processes.
Don't you mean optimized, Master?
Silence! You know nothing of modern dungeon management vocabulary. As for you, improve the guard, but with no superfluous expenses.
We could hire a few interns. They shouldn't cost us much. We'd just have to think about feeding them from time to time.
Affirmative. That's it for now. I'll bring them up to speed. Trust me on that. Attention! At ease.
Alright, so now we have access to guard rooms. So what I usually do with the guard rooms is I block off the entrances. Let's see, how much can we block this now? There we go. I blocked them off so they end up having the battle right here at the entrance rather than having them wander around for who knows how long. So let's see what I want this. There we go. That's good. Usually later on I'll probably keep the bottom floor as a clean floor and then move all the orcs and goblins to the second floor. And we'll build a guard room back here as well. And usually about that much.
Ah, the first interns have arrived. Soldiers, attention! Line up in pairs in the front rank. I only want to see one head.
I'm curious to see how he goes about training them.
Ideally, we should find a pile of dirt and make them dig a hole to bury him.
But that's absurd!
Negative. This is training through blind obedience. To think is to disobey. Come on the double, rookies. Up two, up two, up two.
What's this voice in my head? That's right! Aim for the knees and the eyes. Be sly and cruel. Honor and chivalry are for losers.
See, if you block off the entrances, they end up getting
Orloff for
stuck here at the
debrief. The
beginning.
intruders were evicted from the perimeter. Clean sweep.
Ah, finally. This is a dungeon, not a squat for teenage pipe-smoking dropouts.
This person was never going to stay with us. Level 8.
Relax! Why are my minions so agitated? I can't focus in such a ruckus.
One of the servants is on strike, Master. He's protesting against his working conditions.
I could send the guards to slaughter this slacker. Civilians are so entitled.
I'm not sure that's the best approach for retaining competent staff, Master. We must listen to his demands and fulfill them, if they're legitimate.
I don't care about the specifics. I just need this rocket silenced. Deal with it, or you'll get the whip! Incidentally, there's an article in Dungeons and Despots about the psychological torture of middle management minions.
Yes, sir.
Real quick. The number of complaints this person has is just ridiculous.
Out with the striker! It'll make an example of him. Still, I should try to make sure it doesn't happen again. It's done, Master. Everything is back to normal. The strike is over.
About time. Let's move on. I've just been informed that the Temple of Wismal has increased its reputation, while we've been sitting on our haunches whistling nursery rhymes.
We should limit the risk of strikes. The dungeon won't be able to repel adventurers with disgruntled minions.
Affirmative. To smash those little snoopers, you need motivated, and therefore well-fed, guards.
These matters are unworthy of a high-level wizard. They're better suited for interns.
Of course, Master. I'll see what I can come up with. But we'll need a cook.
As long as they're not too expensive and can cook sumptuous meals. Bear...
It's also necessary to adapt the food to each species. If we serve elfish fare to goblins, they'll start eating the elves too.
Alright, so there is a specific way I do the kitchens, but we'll get around to that. So first we need to do the steward's office. So we'll do this temporarily, then I'll reorganize this later, probably off screen. I'm going to decorate this later. I'm going to push out the guard a little further out so it balances. That. Make it look a little bit nice. The doors need to- There we go. So we put hire in the first orc cook.
Orc likes meat.
So orcs primarily cook meat, but we'll need separate food for separate people.
Ahoy! I heard you're looking for a cook?
Well, yes, but I just hired one. An orc cook. It's the best I could afford. Are you qualified?
I sure am. I've been a cook, a barber, adventurer, surgeon, executioner, and embalmer. I can peel and bone like nobody's business. Mel Boots, here to serve you, with a preference for ale. Anyway, do you have someone for your tavern?
Well, actually, we don't. It is true we could use a good tavern keeper, but my budget's a bit tight.
I'll skim my pay off the take. Come on, you won't regret it. I'll turn it into a first-class boozing den. All of Fang will come here to get hammered. Just gotta keep the dishes real salty.
Gotcha! Relocating towards the bar. March! Huff two! Huff two!
Alright, so the next thing we need to do is build a canteen. So eventually I'm going to build 2 canteens. Same with the others where one is clean and one is dirty. So let's build one right here for now. Door there, door here. Couple tables. Don't think I can put anything else yet. That's good. Definitely need to expand this. Preemptively do this. Let's see. Move it up to there. Add some more cooking tables. Good. Don't think we can do it that way. So probably move this over here. Let's see. Hunger is something that definitely becomes an issue. Do that for now. Speed it. Going kind of slow. See what we have. Forks are available. We'll put forks in later.
Master, we have significantly improved the minions' living conditions. And for cheap, too.
And we'll serve 'em good. Cheap plunk, hard ale, and sausage that'll dry out your gullet.
What? Who is this individual?
It's, Mel, the new tavern keeper.
My patience is running thin. We spend too much on nonsense here, and our reputation is stagnating.
Hey, no offense, but your dungeon's got quite a stench, don't you think? Reeks like...
What? No, it doesn't. We just cleaned the mess and fired the slackers.
Just saying, but this morning I saw a cockroach so grossed out it puked. Mind you, I'm not the kind to wash the mugs every day or to take more than 1 bath a month, but hey, there are limits to filth.
It is true that to attract a certain class of customers or servants, we'll need to raise our standards. Cleaning, improving sanitary facilities, and hiring decent domestics.
Yep, exactly. Elves will do the trick. I know they're a bunch of lettuce munchers who think they're hot dung, but they don't mess around with cleanliness.
I think the cavern has to be unclean. Let's leave it at that. As I was saying earlier, which I was muted by accident. I apologize for that. But we have to put this in here just for the goblins or controls. You know, the showers. Unlocked it? It's not unlocked yet. What is right? Oh, it's me there. So all domestic jobs are elves. It's does all the cleaning throughout the whole base. See, that view. The meter for how clean or dirty the room is. This one we want to keep dirt filthy. This one has to be filthy because that has it. Oh, I swapped it by accident. This one's gonna be the dirty one. This one's gonna be the clean one. So let's edit this. That. Put this back here. Just add more potties right here. Start setting up the showers. Set up as a filthy one. Move this away. They need showers as well. We're still good with gold. Speed it up.
Oh, but what might this object in the shower be? A faucet? I see! Fascinating!
Let's make this one. Let's keep it clean. Eventually we'll move all the books upstairs. Okay, we hire it. I already did this. I guess we can check it out once we redo it again. Let's try that again. Checks out. There we go. That's good.
Revax! The Temple of Wismal had marble columns installed. I just saw the etchings in the Dungeons and Despots magazine.
Oh, not again with that rag.
We need to revamp my dungeon's decor. This is an essential aspect of the prolificacy of this organization's processes.
Productivity, Master? But you said we don't have the funds to...
Just make some improvements, or I'll turn you into a flower pot. And stop contradicting my managerial guidelines, or you'll get your termination notice from Orloff's crossbow.
Alright, so we need to place decorations. So what I usually do for this one, click on that way, is try to get the dormitory to 3 stars. Just like this one. What I usually start off with is putting lights by the doors. And I put rugs underneath the beds. This one. Not even 1 star. But we'll wait to unlock more decorations. Let's see if we can balance out this room as well. Good enough. I can finish all of that. Eventually we're gonna try to get the canteen as high as possible. At least the 3rd one, that's when we start unlocking more stuff. So we're getting close to the max customers count, but there's a lot of people waiting in line. We may need more bars.
Ah, I'm quite pleased with my choice of decor. I shall write to the Dungeon Owners Association of Fang to share my creative insights.
I hope this won't get us into trouble.
Hello, I'm looking for the master of the dungeon of Naheulbeuk.
Well, I am his steward. How may I help you?
I'm here about the letter he sent to the Dungeon Owners Association of Fang.
Are you going to publish his article on interior decoration?
I don't know. This is a matter for the DOAF Gazette editorial board. I am Doris Mortadella, head inspector of the Dungeons Fund. I'm here for your membership application.
What? The DF? But, we didn't apply for membership. There must be some mistake.
Your master wrote to the DOAF. According to DOAF regulations, any such communication is to be considered as a membership application to its parent company, the Dungeons Fund, unless expressly stated otherwise.
But that's... oh, pus and boils! This is utter nonsense! What if we refuse to join?
That is your right. In accordance with the DF regulations as ratified through case law by all courts in the lands of Fang, we would be entitled to a compensation of 200,000 gold coins.
200... What? That's racketeering!
It'd be easier to join the DF like most proper dungeons. I will have your master sign the documents. A measly 412 scrolls for a small dungeon like yours.
Pox and mutant rats!
Remax! In my office! Immediately!
Now this is a long document and I've never actually read it, but I'll scroll through it slowly in case you want to pause and read any of it, but it's a long document. It's their own version of their TOS. Whole bunch of random nothing. I usually choose the red one just for the hell of it.
Congratulations on joining the Dungeons Fund. I will now share with you all my initial reports requiring immediate action on your part.
By Gazor's tentacles! I can't believe we got played like this! Oh, I can already feel one of my migraines coming on. Relax! Deal with it!
I've noted you lack a space dedicated to temporary interruptions of the activity of the staff, assuming the dungeon's ancillary functions. This can hurt their performance and the profitability of secondary revenue sources.
Damn, my Hermetic Administration class seems like a lifetime ago. Are you asking for a break room for our minions, so that they stop hanging out at the tavern?
A crude simplification, but this would be a good starting point for a plan of action, yes.
So the next step is to build a break room. So this is going to be a temporary break room until we unlock the second floor. So what's unlocked? Oh, we should probably do this. Add this up. They can both use, everyone can use a canteen. The break room. I really want to unlock the second floor so we can start reorganizing. Let's see, where should I drop this off? Let's just put it right here. Now if I put this in here, then it become a break room for boars and orcs. I think I need to separate them so I can keep them clean and dirty. So this one will be for the elves and things. Should be plain. I'm gonna hire plain more staff. Get more cleaners.
Perfect! With a gaming table, the minions will get some distraction.
Ah, kudos, my friend. That should stop them from wearing out the tavern benches.
Let's see what's next.
Done! A perfectly functional break room for the dungeon's minions.
This is supposed to be an evil dungeon, not a resort for slackers. What's next? A Temple of Tlul complete with giant nap room?
Interesting. I shall continue to evaluate the performance of your organization's procedural sub-functions, as well as the effectiveness of any actions supporting your primary processes.
Oh, kill me now!
Alright, so let's take a look at the taverns. We want to keep our income pretty high. Pretty high. one gave me time. I don't actually know if these actually work. Add an extra bar here, try to speed up more customers. Add an extra table. Let's put that right there. Eventually it'll be organized all around.
Hey, shouldn't we try to upscale the tavern while the pen pusher's still deep in her paperwork? If we take too long, we'll get our cash flow sucked dry by the whims of the DF.
It is true that getting a dungeon into compliance is very expensive. What would our tavern need to bring us more returns?
Well, I've had it with lugging bottles around. We need to be able to tap a few kegs. Then, get someone to serve the plunkin' ale. Fast booze flow equals fast cash.
Perfect. Let's take care of this while the master is busy elsewhere. He'll be grateful someday.
Yep, and so will our purses. Let's booze up the whole country and rake in the coins. All this sobriety and moderation stuff is only good for monks and elves. Our tripe advisor ranking will soar. Our first keg tap. Looking good. Well, it's just some local ale for now, but we'll look around for deals on higher grade stuff.
Oh, it does have kind of a sock juice aftertaste.
Uglak. Huh?
Done! Business is a booming. Drunks are pouring in, and we've diversified our clientele. We run an inclusive establishment, as they say. One for all for alcohol.
Perfect. And master's none the wiser.
Raising your standards without letting the guards in on it? You're done for, you rascals! My report is on its way, unless we can reach a deal.
We'll negotiate. Discreetly.
Let's see that. Reach 3 sausages after all of this. No, I need to add more. I'll get around to that later. Let's continue the quests.
I have identified another item of non-compliance of one of your dungeon's primary sub-processes that prevents it from being eligible for exploration. Your organization suffers from chronic underinvestment in its inventory for the capabilities of tooling and other crafting appliances.
Relax. Take care of this immediately, or I'll turn you into a screwdriver.
Yes, master.
Let's see. We need to build. Well, ideally, I would want to start this on the 2nd floor, but we haven't unlocked that yet.
It's starting to get cramped in here. We have to restore access to the 2nd floor. Damn it, this place is a real dump.
Huh? Did I just hear you complaining about my dungeon?
I mean, don't you think this place could use more cleaning up?
Affirmative. Waste disposal would surely improve our dominion over the perimeter.
Huh. Yes, it might. Do that, then. Where would this place be without my insightful management decisions?
Alright, so now we do have access to the second floor. Let's pause it real quick. Oh, we need to fix the stairs. So typically I put my stairs all the way here, keep all the stairs in the same area. So it means I don't have to run around trying to go up and down the stairs. Typically all the stairs will be around this area all the way up to the top floor. But I think this, let's finish this
Hey!
off real quick.
Now that the dough's rolling in, what should we do with it? Should we stuff it in a mattress, or did you have something more secure in mind?
I could ask the master to store the gold in his quarters. On the other hand, that might make it hard for us to withdraw the funds we need. And I can't spend all my time paying salaries.
Yep. Especially when we don't want the boss sniffing around the books too much, eh? A treasure room is what we need. And a dwarf banker. That would keep things square.
Affirmative. When wages are paid, the guards can't be swayed. Otherwise, you get desertions, looting, and coup d'etat. That's a Monday for you.
May I point out that the intrinsic security of fiduciary operations can be greatly enhanced by strict segregation of premises through architectural level differentiations?
What's that nutbag going on about?
She says we should build a vault room in the upper floors to keep our gold safe from thieves. It's just admin speak.
Alright, so I think we'll continue all this onto the next video. I have a lot of reorganizing to do that. Well, I'll have to think about it offline. And maybe I'll do some adjustments. But for now, I think this will be it. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. Goodbye.